Daf Ayin Amud Aleph. We'll begin Samach Tes Amud Beis at the very bottom, 2 dots. Hayedei Yeshu Shabbos. So we had two different dinim in the Mishnah. The Mishnah said that if a person, he knows malachas are asur, but he forgot that today's Shabbos. He forgot the day is Shabbos, but he knows that these particular malachas are asurs. Then, when he finds out that it was Shabbos and that he was over, he brings one chatas for all of the different transgressions, for all the malachas that he did. However, if he knows that today is Shabbos, he knows that the day is Shabbos, but he was unaware that these particular actions are malachas and these are asuras. So potentially he could be chayiv 39 chatos if he did all the malachas, and then when he discovers that they're all asur, he brings 39 chatos for all of this malachas. So frakta gemora ma'ishna reisha, ma'ishna seifa. What's the difference between the two cases? Why do we say in the reisha where it's shigigas shabbos and zodan malacha is that he brings one chatas, and why do we say that in the case where it's zodan shabbos and shigigas malachas he brings for each and every malacha? Amar Safra kan miyudiyas Shabbos upayrish, kan miyudiyas malachas upayrish. Well, if he, in the Reisha, in the case of the Reisha, with Shigir Shabbos, Zod Malachas, if they tell the person, that this is a Malacha, so yes, he knows it's a Malacha, so he's not going to stop what he's doing. If they tell him it's Shabbos today, then he has stopped doing what he's doing. So he'll stop but doing his yediyah, his awareness of what he's doing, something wrong comes about from that it's Shabbos. So it's one now yediyah, it's one now a fact that he's becoming aware of that will cause him to stop doing what he's doing, and therefore will obligate him to bring the chatas. So over here in this case, in the Reisha, it's kan midiyas Shabbos, but kan midiyas malachas uparish. In the case where he is zon Shabbos and shigos malachas, if they tell him that it's Shabbos, he's not going to stop doing what he's doing because he knows it's Shabbos. Why does he stop doing what he's doing? If they tell him, oh, this is a malacha. So there's now an awareness, there was a forgetting, and now an awareness for each and every malacha. If they tell him, oh, this is Zayreya, he'll stop. This is Chayresh, he'll stop. So now there's a new awareness of each and every one of the malachas, which will cause him to be Pirish and stop doing the action that he's doing. So each and every one of these new yediyas, now he forgot each one, and now he has a new yediyah that will now cause him to stop what he's doing, and that's what should obligate him to bring the carbon. Amrle Rav Nachman, what do you mean? They're all intertwined, they're interconnected. Klum paras mi Shabbos el mishum malachas, v'klum paras mi malachas el mishum Shabbos. A person would only stop what he's doing if he knows that today is Shabbos and he knows that these malachas are asur. So they're all interconnected. So what's the difference? In the Reisha, where he's shigir Shabbos and zod malacha is, yes, if you tell him that it's Shabbos, he'll stop doing what he's doing because now he realizes that this action is a malacha on Shabbos. That's what he'll stop doing. So they're all connected. And in the case where you tell him where it's zon Shabbos, shigas malachas, if you tell him that this is a malacha, he'll only stop doing what he's doing because he now realizes that he's doing malacha on Shabbos. If it's during the weekday, it makes no difference. So they're all interconnected. Why should it make a difference? Ella, what's the pshat? So Ella, Amar Rav Nachman, Korban, the Chayiv Rachmana, Amai, what obligates one to bring the Korban? Why is he bringing the Korban? The Teres Machayim for what? Amai Ashgaga. It's for Ashgaga, for not realizing. So, Hasam Charashgaga, Hacha Tuvishgagas Havyan. There's a fundamental difference. When he is in the case, Shigya Shabbos Zod Malacha is, what is Ishgaga? What is he forgetting? What is he not realizing? One thing, that today is Shabbos. He knows that these are malachas. He just forgot that today is Shabbos. So it's one shkaga, it's one act of forgetting. In the case where it's Zon Shabbos and Shigigas malachas, what is he forgetting? There are 39 forgetting, or potentially up to 39. He's forgetting each and every one of the malachas. So for each malacha that he forgets, it's a separate shgaga. He forgot that you're not allowed to be zerei on Shabbos. He forgot you're not allowed to be chayrish on Shabbos. He forgot you're not allowed to be kaitzer on Shabbos. Each and every one of the malachas is a separate act of forgetting, and therefore he's chayav a korban for each and every one of them. Chayav al kol malacha. So the Mishnah said that in the case of Zon Shabbos and Shigos Malachais, he's chayav for each and every one of them. So, for the Gemara, what is the makor that we should say that each malacha is treated separately? Why don't we say the Torah asers Chil Shabbos? So Chil Shabbos, it should be looked at globally. There are all these malachas on Shabbos. There's 39 avos malachos. Perhaps he's only chayav achatas if he is over on all of them, if he does all of them. How do you know that we subdivided and that each and every one of malacha carries a separate chatas for itself? So chiluk malachas min nolan. How do we know that there's chiluk malachas? Amar Shmuel, Amar Kron. The pasuk says mechalalah mois yumas. There's a double ocean, mois yumas. There are many. There's not just one. Atay ritza misas harba chilul echad. For mechalalah, for one chilul Shabbos, there can be many. There's several misas. For or haiba mezit. This pasuk is talking about mezit. It's not talking about a korban shogeg. More answers, no, it's true, but we don't need this pasuk for mezid because the pasuk says clearly by malacha yumas. We already know that for mezid, if he does it intentionally, mechal Shabbos, there's a chiyuv misa. So if it's in meinin ylamezid, then l'shageg. So apply it to shogeg. Umay yumas. What does it mean? Yumas, that he gets killed. If it's shogeg, there's no misa. It means yumas b'moment, that he has to pay a lot of money and he has to bring a korban for each and every malacha. So that's where we see there's misas harbe, there's korbanos harbe. That means that each malacha carries with it a separate chiyuv chatas. Well, why doesn't Shmuel learn it out from the Makor that Rav Nosson, the Makor Rav Nosson, the son of Rav Nosson, it says in the Pasuk, it says you should not light a fire in all your dwellings on Shabbos. On Yom Shabbos, you cannot light a fire. Why does the Torah have to segregate and mention separately Shabbos? Matamali already says that you cannot do malach on Shabbos. Lefi shenemar vayakal Moshe. It's called Adas Bnei Yisrael. It says Moshe Rabbeinu gathered up the entire nation, and he said the following things: Elohad Dvorim, Sheishes Yomim Te'asa Malacha. It says Sheishes Yomim Te'asa Malacha, but on Shabbos that you have to rest from Malacha on Shabbos. So it says that Elohad Dvorim. So we darsh Dvorim Hadvorim Elohad Dvorim. Elo Shloshim V'Teisha Malacha Shenemar L'Moshe B'Sinai. So we darshan the plurality of Dvorim, so that means that's two. That implies two, it's two things. And hey, the extra hey, we're marba one more, that's three. The gematria of Eila is 36. 36 plus 3 is 39. So we have now a drosh over here to teach us that there are 39 malachas. So we have a makor over here that there are 39 avos malachas. There are 39 malachas. So you might think, fine, that there are 39 malachas. You might think if you do it all behalam echad, you're only chayav one. Similar to other types of averas. If a person eats chaylev and not realizing that after he ate the chaylev that he did an avera, so sometime later he eats another kazayas of chaylev, and if he didn't realize, then he eats another kazayas of chaylev. After he realizes, at the end, he may perhaps even do it 39 times. But if he did not realize between each achilav, each time that he ate the chaylev, he's only chayav one chatas. So perhaps you'll say that by Chil Shabbos, this is all the malachas are Ifanim ways of being B'chal Shabbos, Chas v'Shalom. So you might think that if he does it 39 times, he's only chayav one chatas. How do you know that even though he didn't realize between each act he was did Ketzira, he did Zriya. He didn't realize that he was Mechal Shabbos. And then he did Charisha, he plowed. And he did Ketzira, not realizing between any of these times, you might say similarly, it's only Chayiv one. How do you know that he's Chayiv all for each and every one of them? It says, from Charisha, from plowing and harvesting, you have to be Tishbais, you have to refrain from doing that. So it says that Charish and Kotzir. So it says that these two. So you see that you're chayav for each and every one of them. B'charish v'kotzir tishbais. V'adayin frek the Gemara, v'adayin animar al charish v'alaksira chayiv shtayim v'al kulamina chayiv alachas. We'll find it's true. The Torah highlighted these two. The Torah segregated these two. And it's to teach you that this is not part of the global 39 of its malachas, that you're chayiv on these independently. But perhaps, like the Gemara, that yes, it's true, you're chayiv for charisha separately and ksira separately, but maybe you're chayiv on charisha, on ksira, and then the rest of the 37, you're chayiv only one. How do you know that this is true for each and every one of the malachas, that you're chayiv in each and every one of them? Maybe you're only chayiv, you're chayiv on charisha one, on ksira one, and the rest of them, you're only chayiv, you're chayiv one. Taisus asks, how do you even know that you're chayiv charisha and ksira separately? Maybe charisha and ksira is one, and the rest of the 37 is another one. How do you know charisha separate and ksira separate? Maybe these two are only one between them. Taisus says, because it says, Bechoresh uve kotzir. It could have said Bechoresh ukotzir. It didn't have to say ube kotzir. So that shows you that these two are each one separate. However, in fact, the Gemara, maybe the rest of the malachas are all only one. It says, don't light the fire. Havara bechlal haisa. Havara was included in the klal of not doing malacha v'lama yatsa. So why did the Torah segregate it and separate it? Lahakish aleh, to make a hekish to it. V'loimer lochma havara she av malacha v'chayim aleh b'fnei atzma. Av kol shehu av malacha chayim v'aleh b'fnei atzma. To teach you that this is separate. This is now you're chayiv on this on its own, on this independently. You're chayiv on this one independently, and we learn out. So Dover Shahaya B'chlal, Rashi mentions, and it's Yotza, and it's excluded. It was in the klal of Laisaz Komalach. It's separated. It's separated to teach you that you're chayiv on this one independently, and this therefore teaches on all the malachas. Then in all the malachas you're chayiv on them separately. So, Frakt Rashi, well, why don't we apply? Why do we even have to come on to this? By Chorish of a Kotzir, we already established Chorish of a Kotzir, you're chayiv separately. Why don't you say similarly over there, Davar Shayv Chalav Yotzas Lamer Klal Kula, that just like Chorish and Kotzir you're chayiv independently, separately, so too in all the malachas. Rashi says no, you can't learn out from that, because Chorish of Kotzir is an essay, and you can't apply it to the cases. That's saying with Chorish of Kotzir Tishbait. You should refrain from doing malach. That is an essay you can't learn out into a loisase. And second term, Rashi says that you can't learn it out because that's shnei ksuvim abam ke'echad. We have a principle that two ksuvim, the parsuk writes it twice, then it's restricted to this case. So you wouldn't be able to apply it to all other cases because you have chorish. If it was to apply it to each case, the Torah would just say one, either chorish or a kotzer. It says both of them, that shnei ksuvim abam ke'echad ein melamdim. Frag the Gemara that I'll call upon him. Why does Shmuel need his drasha? Why can't he learn it out from where Rav Nosson learns it out that lesavaro, that it's lechalek? For the Gemara, savar like Rav Yaisi, because he holds like Rav Yaisi. He holds not like Rav Nosson. He holds like Rav Yaisi. That's not why the Torah segregated and highlighted lesavaro. It's not to tell you lechalek. Because he holds like Rav Yasi, because he holds that the reason the Torah mentioned this separately is to teach you that Havara is not like the separate malachas, that Havara is lalav. It doesn't carry with it the einshim of a regular malacha. A typical malacha on Shabbos has skila v'mezid with hasra, it has chorus without hasra, and it has a chatos. Here it's coming to teach you that havor, lighting the fire, is different. It's a lav, and it's not like a regular malacha. Rav Yaisi says the reason the Torah mentions havor separately is to teach you that it's a lav. So he holds like Rav Yaisi, and therefore to teach you lechalik, that you're chai for each and every one of the malachas, a separate chatos, he has a separate drasha. Frek the Gemara v'teipikulei lechiluk melachos me'echad Rav Yaisi. But why doesn't he learn out the chiluk malachos from where Rav Yaisi learns it out? Rav Yaisi himself does not learn from avara l'shavaro. He learns at lelav yatzis. But he himself has a different makor to tell me chiluk malachos. Why does Shmuel not accept that? Why does Shmuel have a different makor to tell you that chiluk malachos? Where do we learn that Rav Yaisi? Where does he learn chiluk malachos? The son of Rav Yaisi. Also me'achas meheina. If it says of a person, he doesn't aver bishgaga, and he does from one of the mitzvahs that he does, he's over one of the mitzvahs, he does one of the things that shouldn't be done. It says also me'achas. It doesn't have to say the mem me'achas, and it doesn't have to say the entire word meheina. So heina is extra, the mem of meheina is extra, and the mem of me'achas. It could have said asa achas. It could have said achas from the things that shouldn't be done. So we learn out palmim shechayv ma'achas al kulan. Sometimes he's chayv one on many. Sometimes he does all the malachas and he's only chayv one. Palmim shechayv kol achas v'achas. And sometimes he's chayv kol achas v'achas. And sometimes he's chayv on each one. We'll see in the Gemara shortly how we dash them. Amar Rav Yaisi Baruchina, my time is Rav Yaisi achas me'achas. It could have said achas. It could have said achas. It says me'achas. Heina, me'heina. And it doesn't have to say the entire word me'heina. And even if it does, it could have said heina, not me'heina. So we darshan each and one of these things. The mem of me'achas, heina, and me'heina. Achas, she heina, heina, she achas. So we darshan one which is many, and many which are one. As we'll see shortly. Achas, he does one thing that he shouldn't do. For instance, if he writes on Shabbos, he does a malach, he writes on Shabbos, achas is Shimon. If he writes the entire name of Shimon, me'achas, we darshan the mem, which is from as part of it, even if it's Shem Shimon. Even if he didn't write the entire name Shimon, he only wrote Shem, which is part of it, Shem Shimon. But since the letter Shin Mem it's a name b'fnei atzmai, independently it has a meaning. So therefore, even if it's from me'achas, it's part of it, but it has a meaning on its own, therefore it's considered to be a malacha. So even if he's writing the name Shimon and he only wrote Shin Mem, he's chayav on that itself. It's me'achas, from the one part of it, for writing Shin Mem, he's chayav. Heina, many are of us. Meheina told us. And meheina, from what's derived from this, that are many. There's heina, these are the malachos, there's several, there are many of them. And what's derived from them, the meheina, over here we're dashing to mean a derivative. What is from the heina told us, that we learn out that there's a chiyuv on Shabbos, not only for the avos, for told us that what we learn out, which is similar to the av, is also chayiv. So, achas shehi heina, one which is many, it's zon Shabbos, shigos malachas. It's one which is many, there are many components, it's zon Shabbos, in the case where he knew that it was Shabbos, but he was not aware of the malachas, it's shigos malachas. So, it's achas shehi heina. He has a chiyuv for this one, being mechal, on this one Shabbos, he has many chatos. He has to bring for each and every malacha. Heina shi achas, there are many, which is only one chiyuv, is shigas Shabbos, v'zod malachas. He may be doing many malachas, but even though he's doing many malachas, it's heina, but shi achas, there's only one chiyuv chatos, because in this case, where he has The Shigil Shabbos is one shkaga, the Zod Malacha, so he may be doing many malachas. He's only one Chayiv, one chatas. So why doesn't Shmuel accept this? Shmuel achashi heina v'heina shiachas loy mashmalei. He does not darshan that. He does not darshan that. So therefore, it's not mashma to him this drosha, and therefore he proposes this other drosha. Tosfos points out that Shmuel comes out not like Rav Nelson, not like Rav Yossi. Shmuel's an Amoira, and these are Tanoim. So how could it be that he holds like neither one of them? So Tosfos says that must be that he had a Kabbalah, that there was this other drosha, Shmuel's drosha is mina Kabbalah. And he had a Kabbalah that there was another opinion, from the Tanoim, from the Kadmonim, that this is the correct drosha.